since you've gone to the trouble of abducting me. But don't start with the big probe. Let's be cool about this."
"Wow. Connery wasn't kidding about you."
That was a different voice, and it had dropped a familiar name into the conversation. Connery was the name of the spy from the Court of Clubs, whom I had been supposed to track down and capture as my first mission for the old guard. He had told me that he was not a spy, and told me that my own government was rotten right up to the ruler of Undercity, New York, the King of Hearts. And I believed him, for reasons too complicated for my brain to go back over right now. "You're friends of Connery?"
"We wish to thank you for letting him go free."
"Of course. You're thanking me." My voice was heavy with sarcasm. I should have known that the people whacking me over the head, tying me to a chair, and trying to blind me were saying thank you. You guys never heard of flowers? Chocolates? Hallmark? "Some of us," this was yet a third voice, "are not sure if we can trust you." Well, I'm glad you found a good middle ground between gratitude and being total dicks about it.
"How do we know that we can trust you?"
said the friendlier voice again.
"How do we know that letting Connery go wasn't part of an old guard plot? How do we know that you won't try to turn us all into the old guard?"
I scoffed. You know that turning Connery loose wasn't a plot, because that's just dumb. The rest of it? You don't know. Because I don't know either. I don't know if I'm on your side. But given how you've treated me throughout the extent of our acquaintance so far, I don't think we're going to be friends. I'll tell you now that the minute you untie me, someone is getting their ass kicked. You can trust me to do that. Anything else, I'm afraid I'll have to assess on a case-by-case basis. So, why don't you tell me what the fuck is going on, who the fuck you are, and why the fuck you brought me here? Then, I'll tell you if you can trust me. The light was swiveled away, and I blinked away the red and purple spots that danced in front of my eyes.
"That seems fair."
The man who spoke looked familiar, but it took me a little while to place him. "You're the ringmaster, aren't you?" The man twirled his elegant mustache.
"I have that honor. My name is Barnum."
"No way."
He shrugged. "Not my real name. Welcome to the circus."
I looked around the grubby little room that was now starting to come into focus. I remember it being more impressive than this.
"This is not part of the big top,"
said a saturnine man with no obvious sense of humor. Probably a clown. "No shit." "Connery told you about the circus?" asked a woman, whose strong arms and legs identified her as a trapeze artist. "He told me that the circus was a front for the New York resistance," I replied. "He didn't tell me what you were resisting. Are you going to keep me tied up throughout this?" "Yes," said the clown, whom I mentally christened Bobo. "So, what are you resisting?" I asked. Barnum smiled the same 100-watt smile I had seen when I came to watch the circus with Ryder.
"What have you got?"
I grinned. "The wild one."
Marley.